So what I have right here are the all new Oakley's Meta glasses. Now these are using the Gen 2 hardware, which means they have the improved battery life as well as the improved camera sensor. But what makes this unboxing video different is that these are the prescription version. Because unfortunately, I'm a user that actually needs glasses. So I spend a little bit more to get these prescribed, and I do this all out of pocket. And the total cost is right there on the screen. The reason why I document these style videos is because I like to be transparent. Buying it out of pocket, as you see right there, so I can give you my real genuine feedback on what I think about these products. So again, these are the prescription version of the Oakley Meta glasses, and I have astigmatism, so it took about 4 weeks for these to actually be delivered upon order. Now originally I ordered these through Meta's website, but my order kept getting canceled due to the fact that my prescription wasn't within their range. So then I found a third-party one, RCX Sport, which were gonna make custom lens for these, but then I soon realized it was gonna cost around the same price as if I bought it through Oakley's website. Because upon further research, I discovered that Oakley's website, their lab actually has a larger range for prescriptions. So if your prescription lens doesn't fit, order it through Oakley's and they'll give you the first party official Oakley lens. So unboxing it, it's no different than the standard one, of course. Just our case, since it is prescribed, it already has been opened for them to actually properly fit the prescription lens on these things. But the experience, again, is exactly the same. Similar layout. You have your instruction guide manual as well as a microfiber cloth in this pocket, which hasn't been touched, which is nice. And we also have the little manual right here. Just unfortunately on the travel case, I did notice there's a scratch right here, but shouldn't really ruin the experience, just a darn shame. Unboxing it, we see more paperwork of the prescription, and these are the Prism lens that I selected. These are polarized lens, these are official ones from Oakley's. Basically all this is brand new. I don't see any fingerprint marks, which is quite nice. So they did clean it before they reboxed everything. And we do have the official Oakley's logo right here, since these are the original polarized lens for these glasses. And for comparison, how it looks like with the Meta Ray-Ban Wayfarers, this is the large frame version. This is how that looks like. They're almost about identical, but it's the side profile that's different. You see with the Ray-Bans, they have that downward hook ear design on the bottom. If you look closely, the Oakley ones, they just go perfectly straight out. And yes, you may think that just because of that design, these are likely to easily fall out of my head. No, they're actually on here pretty well. And yeah, if you're wondering why I'm changing, why my shirt changed, it's because the microphone on the previous video kind of gave out on me, but don't worry, it's all been resolved. And the good news is, thanks to that, it has been 1 month later, and let me give you my genuine feedback on what I think about these. So what can these glasses truly do? Well, after using them day to day, take them to the shooting range, capturing some interesting FOV, these things do all the same things what the previous generation Oakley glasses like these were able to do, but at a better resolution and better battery life. And yes, it is noticeable. But these continue to have the open ear design, which means while I'm wearing these, I could listen to a podcast, music, or watch a video, and being an open ear design, not only do these do an excellent job on like sounding absolutely incredible for open ear speakers, but it also allows me to continue to be aware of my surroundings. So if I'm a jogger, cyclist, doing some sort of outdoor activity, these allow me to still be aware of my surroundings. And yes, these things can get extremely loud. A thing I noticed, these do have adapted audio, which means if the environment starts getting louder, these speakers will actually adapt and get louder themselves as well. And just like the older Meta glasses, these also have Meta AI built into them, which means I'm able to use Meta AI to answer general questions, and I can still utilize the camera to scan menus or solve mathematical questions for me. And I gotta say, it's really convenient having the camera on the glasses themselves, as it's much quicker to take photos, family moments, a lot quicker than having to fiddle with your phone, grabbing it out of pocket, launch the camera app, versus just a simple long hold, and it'll start capturing the video as you're seeing it do right now. I'm giving you some FOV action right here, but this is where you can actually listen to the mic quality, as the mic quality isn't bad. I have answered phone calls outdoors with gardeners outside, and the caller had no issues understanding what I was saying. To the point where some people actually didn't even notice I was actually talking to them outdoors. That's how clear the audio quality is. with the microfoam arrays that these glasses have. But the only downside selecting these type of style glasses is that if you want to wear these indoors, you're kind of stuck. But thanks to today's video sponsor, VR Wave, a proud sponsor of the channel, but also well known in the community in general. If you go on their website, you can enter your prescription lens info and select the style glasses you have, and they will actually send out lens for you to swap out existing lens from your Meta glasses without having to buy the entire frame all over again. And to remove them, you simply just grab a microfiber cloth and then just pop out. And they come out just like so. Do it on both sides, grab the glasses, and then just gently pop out. And they come out like this. And then just set these aside. And then take your new lens and just make sure it lines up properly. And then just quickly just line up everything and it snaps into play. And just do that to the opposite side. And just like that, we got rid of our tinted glasses, which are not used for indoor purposes because of the tint. But thanks to VR Wave Photochromic lens, we can solve the problem where these lenses can actually turn dark in direct sunlight and remain transparent when indoors, easily making these smart glasses usable for both indoors and outdoor settings. So if you like to have more lens option, you could get like blue tints as I have right here. So if you're interested in picking up a pair, use that promo code you see on the bottom of the screen to save yourself a little bit of money. I'll be sure to include links as well as that promo code in the description down below in the video as well. Or this way you can also pick up the frames without the prescription and then add prescription later and save yourself some money that way as well. Now the camera resolution on these latest generation Meta glasses, the second generation for the Ray-Bans, and this being the first generation for the Oakleys, these have the same sensor, which means the resolution is up to 3K video recording, which can record up to 3 minutes. You can still go down to 1080p if you like it to record up to 5 minutes, so if you need to extend the time, you totally can. But the built-in image stabilization is phenomenal. Very similar to like an action camera, it's surprisingly really good, even when comparing against the Meta display glasses camera. I think these perform slightly better. Now, battery life and how do you charge these glasses? You see, just like the previous generation Meta glasses, there's like these exposed terminals right here. And if you take the charging case and you open it up, you simply just fold down the arms and then you can just slide in and then it basically will lock in and then begin charging. Now on Oakley's website, these glasses can last up to 8 hours under a single charge. And if you like to extend that time without travel with the travel case, you can always just manually turn off the glasses to basically use them as normal sunglasses. And when you're ready to record something, just enable it and it'll connect to your phone and begin recording. And your phone doesn't need to be connected to record. But with the glasses and the charging case in total, these glasses can easily achieve up to 48 hours with the travel case. And based from my real world experience, I've been able to come close to 7 hours normally. That's just me watching videos and using the built-in speakers, not really recording as often. But if I record a lot, I could probably see close to 6 hours under a single charge, which coming from the previous generation Meta hardware, like the Ray-Ban first generation, that's almost nearly, I want to say, a double of battery life experience. Because those ones I had to charge a lot, these ones I'm charging less often. So how do you control these glasses? Well, it's actually run by a third-party app. If you're familiar with the Quest VR headset, it's very similar to that, as it is required for you to use the Meta AI app to launch. And here, you'll be able to access unique tools like translations, which are compatible. Let me turn these on real quick. There we go. Now they're connected. I can go in translation, and I have these languages to select from: English, French, German, Italian, Portuguese, and Spanish. I'm pretty sure later down the line, we'll receive more supported languages as well. But after you're done like doing your translation, it will actually save the chat log, so you can actually go back and refer to it later if you like. Not bad, and no subscription needed, unlike other AI glasses. And here is where you'll be able to import your last storage media, photos, and videos you recorded, and you can review it all right here. And to change the resolution of your cameras, go on settings, go in media, video settings, and this is where you can select between the different resolution. And like I stated earlier, 1080p allows you to record up to 5 minutes. And these glasses do have 32 gigabytes of internal storage. And videos and photos, you could capture about 100 plus videos if you keep it at 30-second length at 3K, or up to 500 photos. And not once have I ever ran out of storage using these glasses, even on the older ones too, which is quite impressive. So all in all, This is what I think about these glasses. Starting off with the cons. So these are going to be obviously heavier than traditional seeing glasses or sunglasses even. Thanks to the hardware and stuff like that, it's no surprise they're going to be slightly heavy. But unlike my complaints with my Ray-Bans, I do find the design on these Oakleys to be a little bit more comfortable. You see, I'm actually able to wear these just fine past the 4-hour mark, where previously with the Wayfarers, I had to take them off once in a while and just let my ears relax. But I don't get that effect, but I will still highly recommend going to like a sunglass store, Sun Hut, LensCrafter, and just try these on first because everybody's results might be different. And then another downside is there still is a noticeable second delay whenever you're taking a photo or a video. So if you're trying to get like a group gathering or something like that, you have to give them the heads up to wait a little bit longer. Hold that position a second longer. This way it doesn't miss. And then as large as the travel case is, I'm very disappointed to find out there's no like Find My feature. There's no built-in tracker or anything like that, like an AirTag. So if you lose this, it's kind of game over. As there's no like built-in security brick functionality. So if these get stolen, the other person are able to sell it or use it for their own. So with that said, would I still recommend these for most consumers? Yeah, actually. Just like the first generation Meta Ray-Bans, these are pretty cool. I like the fact that I have a camera, even though there's that noticeable second delay I was telling you about earlier. I'm able to capture live moments quickly instead of me having to grab my phone and launch the camera app and take a photo. These things are super convenient. And if you're concerned about privacy, it's 2025. Everybody has smartphones with high resolution cameras. If you're out in public, there's really no privacy, unfortunately, anymore. That's just the true reality. But these record with an ultra wide lens. If something or somebody is being creepy with these on, it's quite obvious to easily catch them red-handed because they have to be really close to actually capture something in well detailed. And then since Oakleys are not the only ones making these Meta smart glasses like Ray-Ban, especially during these holidays, I wouldn't be surprised you could find some great deals on the Oakley ones or even the Ray-Bans, as well as the hardware is basically identical to the second gen. It's just the aesthetic design that's all personal preference. And I think the Oakley ones are definitely a nice mixed hybrid of being athletic and casual general usage. Because right now I'm looking at it, it doesn't look that bad. But I also still think that these glasses are a nice peace of mind asset. You see, I've been seeing online, people have been using these as dash cams. I've been using them as dash cams when I have a rental or something like that. And it's a nice peace of mind having like a camera right here available in case you need to record something and show as proof. So it can easily be used for your own personal protection as well. So just like the previous generation, these are definitely a nice tool. So to bump in battery as well as camera resolution performance, these things are really cool. And yes, they continue to be IPX4 water and dust resistant. So you can use these outdoors and not have to worry if it starts raining. Just don't swim with these. But there you guys have it. That is my overall review of the Meta Oakley's Halcyon smart glasses. I'll be sure to include links where you can find these glasses in the description down below, which they will be automatically up to date if there's any sales or deals going on. And keep an eye on the video description down below. If I find a promo code, I will also list it right there for you. But real quick, if you wish to watch more, maybe like to find out more cool stuff that these glasses can do with the Meta AI feature, I cover that all in greater detail in this video over there. Thank you so much for watching.